Client results from the month of September. How's it going, guys, and welcome back to another video, and welcome back to the channel. If you saw by the title of this video, we're going to be going through some of our clients' results in the month of September. These are clients that are signed on with our Amazon automation company, where we completely manage and operate the store for them, and it's completely passive for them. If that's something you're interested in, we have a link in the description to book a 30-minute Zoom call directly with me, where we can go through any questions you have, take a look at more client results before getting started with us. But every month I like to come on here, show some of the client results from the past months, just so you can get an understanding of, one, what our spreadsheets look like, what our returns look like, so that you have a decent understanding of what you're getting into if you're looking to get signed on with our Amazon automation. So let's jump right into the result. Okay, so we're going to be taking a look through a couple different results from the month of September from different clients here. And again, one thing that you're going to see that I like to stress a lot is a very common misconception that we get with new clients is they think that, one, that we're selling all the same products across all the stores, and that also you're going to get the same results as everybody else. And it's not the case. You may have a month where your store gets a 12% ROI, and then you'll have a month where your store gets a 44% ROI. So those things can change. It's not going to be we fall right around the mid 20s. So we obviously, we're shooting for about a 25% ROI, but that you will have months where you're going to be at 23, 24, 27. But again, you're going to have those outlier months, and that's something that you're going to see here. I tried to kind of pull up a range of different results that you can see, just so you can get an understanding for that. So first things first, again, you're going to see different products that are sold on each store. So this one, you can see that we're selling Arm & Hammer baking soda right here, and then you can see some Spider-Man products. Again, we're getting towards Christmas time, so we do start selling some more toys there. So you're going to be able to see these different products down here, and you'll see when we jump on the next store's results, they're going to be all different products. So, and it's possible that one of them could be the same. I don't know if that'll be the case when I show these three. It'd probably be pretty unlikely, but there are times where we may put multiple clients on one listing, but it's a very small percentage of the time. And no matter what, let's say there's a listing that sells 1,000 times a month. If we think we can take 20-30% of those sales and we buy 300 units, we may divvy that up and give 3 clients 100 units each, but we're going to price match them at the exact same price so that they all sell through inside of 30 days, and they're able to get that money back and turn that back over. So we're not gonna, what we don't like to do is give one client 300 units, another client 300 units, another client 300 units. Now that's way over a month's worth of stock, and now you can kind of force some competition where it's not what we want to do. We of course want to sell for the best possible ROI. We don't want to be tanking our own prices on our own buy boxes. So that's just something to keep in mind. But if we go through these results right here, again, you're going to be able to see, if you haven't seen one of these spreadsheets before, the product that's sold right here, how much it sold for Amazon, minus the Amazon fees that Amazon takes, and then of course how much that unit cost us, and then that's what it's going to leave us in profit right here, and then you're going to be able to see the ROI right to the side. So again, the big numbers that you want to focus on when we're taking a look through these results is how much did this client spend on inventory. You can see right here about $6,500 to make what amount in profit here, and you can see about $2,800 in profit here. So that's for a 43% ROI. So like I said, this is on the high side. This is a very good ROI. This is something you're not going to be getting every single month. You absolutely, again, with your time on us, we have a 3-year contract that will completely manage and operate your store. So you're going to have months like this, absolutely. But again, don't expect to be getting 43% ROIs. That's very good. Again, that's not even what we're anticipating for. But what can happen sometimes is, and you'll see on these products where we're selling for a 60% ROI, a 51. What happens is somebody can be in stock on that. I mean, you can see right here, if you look at this Paw Patrol right here, it's selling for 51% every single time. So what can happen on that is the sellers that we're currently selling on that product may not have restocked on that. And that means that if we're the only one on the buy box and on that product, we can move that price to wherever we want. So we're able to move that. Now, you don't want to go too high because that's going to kill the sales. If you move that price extremely high, you're going to get way less orders on it. So you want to kind of, if you are the only one on that, you want to find that sweet spot where you can still get the most amount of sales possible, but of course for the best ROI. So if we scroll back up here again, so you're gonna be able to see $6,500 spent on inventory for about $2,800 in net profit for 43% ROI. And then if we jump into the next one here, let's see what we have here. So again, something that you'll already see is all the different types of products that are being sold. So I don't think any of these are the same products that was sold in the other account. So again, it's not very common that we'll do it, but again, even if we do, we're just price matching you and you guys are all gonna get sold through anyway. If we take a look over here, so what we're gonna be able to see is $20,000 spent on inventory for $3,400 in net profit at a 16% ROI. So again, this is where I was talking about. We saw one up at a 44% or 43, and now we're seeing one down at a 16% ROI. So it's just to kind of show you that these things do fluctuate, and you're gonna have months like this. You know, you can see we had to sell some products for a negative here. That definitely dragged it down a little bit. But even if we go back to the other results we were on, you'll still see some negatives on here as well. Clearly it wasn't as many. But you can see we still got a 43% ROI having to sell products for a loss. That is something that's part of the business model. We will have to liquidate units sometimes so we can get that money back, and then you can spend it with us again on more profitable inventory. If somebody comes in with a lot of stock at a much cheaper price, we're not just going to sit on those units for 2 months, 3 months, 4 months, 5 months, and get a bunch of those storage fees that Amazon will start charging. So we want to get that inventory pushed out. And so you'll see here, they have some negatives down when you go down this list. And that's why also we like to space each client out on more than just one product, so that if one does have to be sold for liquidation, the other products are able to make up for that. So that's something that's really big for us. So, we don't want you just selling one, because if that one product does, you don't have to be liquidated, now you're going to be negative for the entire month, which obviously neither one of us want. And then let's take a look at one more result in September here. So again, you're gonna see all different products. I think the only product that you see the same is this Spider-Man product right here, I think was being sold, but all the other products are different products here. So if we scroll over, let's see, and now we saw one that was at a 16%, we saw one at a 43%, and right here we're going to see $44,000 spent on inventory for about $11,000 in net profit at a 25% ROI. And again, something that you'll see is still those negatives there. A lot of people get scared of the fact that we can sell products for a loss. It's just something that's part of the business model. It's not something you'll ever be able to avoid. If you are signing on with us, just know that, on your 3 years on with us, you're going to have to liquidate a product at some point. Of course, we try to, make sure that, we can mitigate a lot of that risk and don't have to do that much. But there's some things that, just out of our control. We sent inventory in, and somebody sent in inventory at the exact same time at a lower price that has never been at in the past, that we would just never be able to predict there. So that's something that, again, is part of the business model, and it will come up. But again, you can see, there's different negatives plugged into here, but overall they're right at about a 25% ROI. So I hope this video was insightful. I hope you got a better understanding of what our spreadsheets look like, what the returns would look like if you were to get signed on with our automation company. And again, if you are interested, there is a link down in the description where you can book a 30-minute Zoom call with me. But again, I hope this video is helpful, and I'll see you in the next one.